All right, what's going on, everybody? Today, we are going to be talking about the bullet brake on my 2023 Goldwing DCT. And what we're going to talk about is what actually is the bullet brake. I've heard so many awesome reviews about this bullet brake to the point where I said, you know what, let me reach out to my friends at Bullet Brake to see if they would like to send me a product so that I can review it and to see what actually is all of the hype about. Reached out also because they were already talking with my big bro Slappy with Slappy Adventures. Shout out to my big bro. And they said, hey, do you know this guy named Dr. Gunn? And Slappy came through. He says, oh, absolutely. Absolutely. He's one of the finest people that you've ever met. So I talked to my buddy Slappy on the phone and he said, oh yeah, absolutely. You're going to love the bullet brake. So let's dive right into it. If you can look on this bike, you probably wouldn't really recognize where it is because of its location and the sleekness of it. So the bullet brake is actually right here. It was an easy install. They sent it to me in the mail. Comes in a little bitty package. I will post a picture about it, excuse me. And all thing that you're gonna do is there is the original bolt that comes here. You will remove that. But before you do that, what you wanna make sure is that you cover up your bike. I covered my bike up with a tile and a couple of racks as well because this brake fluid can do permanent damage to your paint and also to the plastic materials around. And I would also recommend that you use gloves as well while doing this. It took me probably five seconds, honestly, to do it. That's no exaggeration. Once you remove the original wreath that goes on there, then you would have these two washers. There's a washer that comes on the front end and there's a washer that comes on, so the front end and then on the back end, okay? Once you put the washer on first, put it back in, and then you will tighten up the new bullet brake. After you tighten up the bullet brake and everything, you notice that there's no leaking. You have checked that. You want it to be on there pretty snug, but do not over tighten it. It doesn't call for you to over tighten it, okay? And then once you have the bullet brake installed, then you want to pump your brakes, okay? Just keep getting that pressure back in there where you did take the line off and also where some of the brake fluid did expel out of the brake line there, okay? For me, my bike, I have 45,000+ miles on it. So it did take me some time to just keep pumping it, pumping the brake. Honestly, I had to do it probably about 30 something times, and my fluids and everything are nice and clean. So that's just because it's an older bike versus a newer bike. All of the lines and things are so new and they're still super, super tight, right? So then what you want to do is when to engage it, you want to pull the brake in, so up, and then you see the bullet brake here. You would take your opposite hand and press it in, and now it is engaged. Now that the bullet brake is engaged, we're going to see how good this product actually is. If you've watched some of my videos, you know that my house sits up on a really big hill and my driveway is very steep, okay? It is I would say probably a 10% grade. I mean, it's very high. So now let's put it on the hill and test out this bullet brake. Okay, everybody. So now you can see that the bullet brake is now holding this fully loaded Honda Goldwing. My trunk is loaded down for my trip in the morning. My external storage is also loaded down for the trip in the morning as well. I have my saddlebags plus tools. Everything is loaded down and installed in the bike, ready for the trip. I've also have a full tank of gas, because for myself, anytime I'm going on a trip the day before, especially I know I'm not going to be moving the bike, I go ahead and I top the bike off completely so that when morning comes, I can just hit the interstate and don't have to stop at the gas station. But what I did was again, the brake is engaged and also the bullet brake is engaged. What that does is that it's now locking the front tire, the front brake caliper, excuse me. And you can see there's no parking brake whatsoever. But now you can see, look at here, this bike on this bit grade, you can see how steep my heel is. I am rocking this bike. It's not going anywhere. I am confident in this product. And so if you like what you're seeing here, I will put a link in my bio for you all to go and check them out. The price is not that bad for what you're getting here. How do you disengage the bike or the bullet brake? Is you just simply grab the front brake and it automatically release. I am not sponsored by them. They have not asked me to come out here and try to sell this product. But what I am doing is to just let other Goldwing riders like myself who did not know about it, now you do. Go check out their website, send those guys an email if you have any questions about it, and have that mental stability that I know for a fact when I come out of that restaurant, my bike is still gonna be there and not across the street. Thanks guys, this has been Dr. Young Gunn and the bullet brake. Have a good one. Peace.